So there's always kind of been a debate on if your speedometer reads high on your motorcycle, which we know they all do with the stock tires and stock configuration and everything, that does that mean that your odometer is also reading high? I think that that is not true. I believe that the odometer is accurate and the speedometer just reads happy. Now this is a Gen 3 Hayabusa dash that we're looking at. What I'm going to do is simulate 180 miles an hour, which would be 3 miles per minute or a mile every 20 seconds. I'm basically going to put 180 miles an hour worth of wheel pulses into the front wheel speed sensor. We'll watch the trip odometer, and then we'll watch a stopwatch. And you'll probably want to fast forward because it's probably going to take a little bit, but we'll see what happens. All right, so as soon as I turn the thing on, as soon as we hit 472 miles, I'll go ahead and hit start. If I can do this kind of one-handed. Okay. So you can see we're right at 180 miles an hour. We're at half a mile in. Depending on the angle here, certainly when you look straight on, this thing it's reading 180. So we would expect to see 475 miles right at the 1 minute mark. And I'm going to let it run longer than that just so we can verify. I may have been a second or so slow hitting the start button on the stopwatch. And I guess I can actually go back through the video and double check what we're at each mark. Looks like we're running a couple of seconds over. And if anything, I think I would have hit the button on the watch after the trip odometer rolled over to the next mile. So I'll just keep letting it go here. So again, if everything was perfect, if the odometer was going up at the same speed as the speedometer, we should see a mile every 20 seconds exactly. If the odometer is showing something slower than that, I believe that means that the speedometer really is reading happy and the odometer is reading correct. Now, obviously, I'm not on a real motorcycle here, so I can't roll the tire exactly a mile to verify. But out of the two things that would be accurate or inaccurate, most certainly, I think that your speedometer is going to be the one that reads high, because if anything, that's kind of conservative. But the odometer, the manufacturer certainly is going to want to be accurate. Pretty sure there are probably legal implications with that. So we'll keep watching this. Let's let it go to maybe 3 or 4 minutes. But you can tell we're already running. We're running fast. Too much time accumulating for an exact mileage amount. Alright, so coming up on the 3 minute mark, we'd expect to be at 481. And we're about 3/10 or a quarter of a mile short. So as you can tell on this Gen 3 dash here, it does not appear that the speedometer and the odometer are in exact sync with each other, which is not a surprise to me at all. Let it go up to the 4 minute mark just for the hell of it. If you're still watching through this, you might want to reevaluate what you're doing in your free time. Though I guess I probably should as well. Alright, so at 4 minutes in, we should be at 484 miles. And we're definitely going to come up a fair bit short of that. to get to 484, we're going to be at 4 minutes and 8 seconds or so. So if we look at that, we've got 4 minutes, we're about 8 seconds high, 248 seconds. So ideal would have been 240, meaning that we're about 3% or so high there.